I know you people are thinking right now. I know you're not very happy with what the announcement has been going through since 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks or so, whatever. I know you guys were not happy about what we just made the announcement, but honestly, it was actually kind of true. And then your feedback was very low. Very unexpected, very sad. So you guys had to dislike the video. That's the only reason why we've done this. Not just the server alone, just the state of people playing Toy WoW. It's just been very obnoxious and very, very crucial and very, very bizarre and weird. And I was supposed to get my legendary cloak, but you guys failed me. You failed me out there for a purpose. Not just saying for a meaning, but just for reality. And I was not happy about it. You had all me for a chance to get the legendary cloak, and you all screw me over. And that doesn't mean you're going to dislike the video for this purpose, but for all seriousness and fairness, for right now, I think it's a good reason why we just stopped playing World of Warcraft just for now because of that frustration moment. It still takes me off for stupid purposes and really, really hurt me so much. My brother was carrying me to be one of the best players of World of Warcraft of Toy WoW, of making a huge comeback. So we're gonna tell a story right now of where this all started. So let's go back to 2012. So back in 2012, me and my brother found an ad, which is called World of Warcraft, which is Mrs. Pandorian, which you guys already know. That's the first time we've played. Me and my brother playing Star Edition. We made a Tauri warrior, which is Requiem. And we did not know how to play fully. But the way how we play is just click on the abilities and just kill enemies and this and that. But now I'm starting to progress for many years later to come. I finally mature myself to get professions and learn how to use keybinds and macros and stuff. Back then it was not a thing because we're just only 12 years old. That's it. So then I played my character, and then we went to Northrend since I was like level 20, and it's a silly story, and we had to delete the character because I don't know why we deleted the Hearthstone. And it's like, oh, it's just wasting backspace. And like, we had to delete it, but now we're stuck. So we had to delete the character. So yeah, that was it. But then in 2013, we came back and then we made a character named Tantho. He's a panda warrior. I know it's the casual stuff, casuality, but since I had Tantho, he's a warrior, he's level 20, he's geared up, he's ready to go. And then we've realized we want to buy a subscription because we like World of Warcraft so much. And that's when we're like about 12 years old and a half or 13 years old, which I think was like approximately November. And then we level up to level 80, which is Wrath of the Lich King. We had a good time, and we leveled up not very much because we reached level 55. And then all of a sudden we made Requiem again, but he's a Death Knight, so he's risen from the dead of the shadows, and he came back to life. And then we did Northrend Quests, and I felt so much stronger. But the problem is we're wearing level Gilred as a Death Knight, which is a light armor spec. I don't know why, but it's kind of stupid, but it says stamina, and I'm like, oh, it's stamina. It's like, we just gotta wear it. I'm like, for real. We'll get to the end point soon, guys. So, yeah, we've brought him to level 80. We killed Wrath of the Lich King, which is Arthas. And it was a fun experience. I was gearing up my Death Knight. And when I first saw the gear, I'm like, oh my god, it looks so cool. It looks so amazing. But that's not the max level cap. So, I don't know why we have not bought the MOP expansion in the first place. But then we started to realize, I'm like, oh shoot, wait a minute. We're supposed to buy the expansion of level 90. So now we've bought MOP. same character once again, and we level up to level 90. We didn't done as much. Like the legendary cold quest line, we didn't done it. All we did is just get gear up. That's it. No quests, no reputation, no mounts. Very casual. That's it. But then we have multiple keys, so we've used those code keys, and then we've unlocked it WoW 1 to WoW 4. Or I meant WoW 1 to WoW 5. And the other one my brother did was WoW 4. Then he made an orc warrior named, I don't want to say it, Sarfane. Then he was geared up to level 90. We were trying to make him look like Sarfane, but this is just like when we were very immature back then, so we're just having fun. And then my brother realized he wants to do PvP, player versus player, and then I was the one crying in the back. I'm like, can I join? I'm like, it's okay. I'm busy here with my other dude, like doing PvP. He was just battling with each other with his buddy. It was it's the good old days again. But nowadays it's not the same anymore. It's not. So, since after that, 2014, we tested the PTR because I wanted to test out more things. So, it was the funniest day. And this is when we were at upstate at Utica, and we were playing PTR. I was playing like a specific, like a drug Taurin, and I was testing a lot of stuff. I was having fun. This is the wedding of Phil Pollo and Laura, and I was playing World of Warcraft upstate. It was so much fun. I had a blast of a time. It was just bringing moments of joy inside myself. And then we're talking Phil about World of Warcraft because he heard about World of Warcraft before, and we told this entire thing to him. It's just so much flashbacks. So 2014 was the end of MLP, then came to Warlords of Draenor. So some teachers in school that I know who's an English teacher knows about gaming and knows about World of Warcraft. And we're talking about Warlords of Draenor every time when I go in bathroom break. It's just so much fun. It brings so much memories back then. And I know you guys are thinking like Warlords of Draenor was a bad expansion, but I don't personally think it was that honestly that bad. I'm just saying it's just like the storyline overall, the cinematic was just on point. It just like, oh my god, this game is going to be so exciting. Because MLP was such a good game. Well, most people think it was just average. It was not the best compared to Wrath the Lich King or Burning Crusade. Yeah, I know. Because it was just like a little bit more casual. Because like your hit chances, your miss chances, your levels of your weapon skills, it's like they don't have that in MLP. So now Warlords of Draenor, it came out, and now they have brought level 9 character boosters you can actually buy to get to a level 100, which that did excite me a little bit, but unfortunately that's kind of a little bit of microtransactions a little bit. They've used microtransactions since 2014. I remember that. And that's where World of Warcraft began its downfall. But I still play the game because I just love the orcs. Like Warlords of Draenor overall, I love the orcs. They had a great cinematic storyline with each other. If I remember, yeah, it was Gul'dan. That's where it all started. And I haven't played the game for a while, so I don't know these particular kind of orcs, but I remember like the loading screen, it was on point. Like that really, really spiked my interest so much. And there's raids like Blackrock. It was astonishing. It was amazing. It's like a lot of people were talking about it, and the transmogs too look very, very stunning. It looks amazing. I played to level 100, but I didn't remember I played as much in 2015, so I had to test out the PTR, and I did. So there's premates of like level 100, so I tested out to see what kind of gear they have, and I was still casual at that time, but I've still heard so much, a little bit of the game. But Garrisons is one of a kind, not the best delivered for the basic of getting into the game or just having the best visual experience you have ever had. So that was done. Warrior Trainer was it's a little worse than MLP, so that was not delivered the best. But now is Legion 2016. Legion 2016 is one of my old personal favorite expansions of World of Warcraft. I'm going to tell you why. So you guys haven't got me off guard with this one. So Legion World of Warcraft. I've heard there are rumors that Tauri will make a private server of Legion. That's where me and my brother will come back to Tauri for that reason. And I swear to God, if I see one of those brats in the guild that I've known since before, I'm not going near to them. Not at all. No. You know what happened? I'm going to tell you what. I'll tell you what happened. So we were doing flex, and this is just a recap. So we were doing flex. We killed all the bosses, like the Paragons, the Siegecrafter. We did. And then we got up to Garage, and you know what happened? I'm sorry I gotta say this right now, but Carino, he was a Death Knight. She was a Death Knight. Sorry about that. She was a Death Knight, and she left, which I'm like, wait a minute. Like, this is the last boss. Like, why you want to leave that we haven't killed Garage? And besides, there's a bunch of noobs nowadays playing this stupid game. I'm not saying it's stupid. I'm just saying I don't know where to start with this. It was that bad. That's why my brother was irate. He was not having the mood to be with the guild. That live stream alone, if you guys want to see, link down in the description below of the World of Warcraft playlist. It's actually been a little bit of recently. So, yeah. So, me and my brother were very not happy. I was that pissed because I was this close to getting the Legendary Cloak, but they had to ruin it because I had completed the Heart of the Fear quest, the PvP quest, but we're up to the stones, like the time ritual stones you get from Alfar of Throne of Thunder. And Wave 1 Wave 1 of Siege of Orgrimmar, Alfar. That's it. I think that's what it is, and we had no chance of completing that because number one, Alfar, to be honest, is full of shite with a bunch of noobs, doesn't soak the orbs, kill the ads, nothing like that. It was horrendous. I mean horrendous. If some of those players are watching this video right now, please do not dislike. I mean it. Like, you guys out there, like the noobs out there right now, this is all on you. I'm not the guy to blame, like, for myself. I'm not the guy like, Nick, you're so bad, like, what, like, your speech sucks, or, like, you've just been not telling the truth. You guys are going to really have to do that on my face. You really have to do that. So, it's like a serious video. I gotta express all of this out for, like, the people that it's been a flipping nightmare to deal with LFR 1. That's the only one I'm having trouble because the third boss, Nurshan, people don't suck the freaking orbs. Sorry about that. So, yeah, Nurshan was a flipping nightmare. Is an easy boss, but I don't know what the heck people were doing. Not soaking the orbs, killing the ads and stuff. Like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? And I was taking 2. If I was a DPS, it wouldn't even flipping matter at all. So, yeah. So, let's go back to Legion. So, Legion, it was one of my personal favorite expansions of World of Warcraft. It had a tremendous good storyline, had world questing. I didn't care about the pay to win. I just wanted to just have fun. I I enjoyed the leveling too. The leveling was pretty on point. Like what they delivered. There's High Mountain, if I remembered. There's Sumar. I remember that. And there's some other places too. So yeah, and I know there's no WoW PvP. That's until BFA or Battle for Azeroth. So yeah. So January, that's where the adventure started. I faction change my whole Death Knight 2 Alliance, and it's a dwarf. And the name of it comes from a former YouTuber named Red Wolf Gamer. Since 2019, his channel has been strictly deleted because of sexuality. Yeah, it's one of the worst moments of 2019. I was sad. Sexuality to his favorite child girl. I don't know what just happened there. And then, so yeah, I just made the character named Red Wolf Gamer, just a tribute to his life right there, because he's one of my first YouTubers I watched since Five Nights at Freddy's. Since Five Nights at Freddy's came out, he played that game. He was the best ever. I loved him so much. He's one of my favorite childhoods of all time. If it wasn't for him, there would be no YouTube for me. Thanks for him. So thankfully, I just watch his content, like plug and play and stuff, like Five Nights at Freddy's games. It's just unbelievable. He brought a good childhood back then. And I've seen videos of tributes of Red Wolf, of that video, a lot of them. That's where times changed in 2019. It never been so like doubtful with stress like this. It's just been unreal. It's been very intimidating for the purpose of it. So I've used the name Red Wolf Game for my Death Knight, and I was leveling 101 to 110. And then I did some like LFRs. Well, no, I haven't done LFRs. I did world questing. So I did world questing, I did dungeons, and I did world quests, and I don't know where it started. Okay, so I was doing I was doing world quests. I was trying to get chances to get my first legendary, and the legendary I got is the Death Knight helmet, which is Chains of Ice. It goes up to 20 stacks, and it does 1,800,000 DPS for Chains of Ice, and then it freezes the target. And that's a very good legendary. I think that's good for like basically any warnings or stuff, or just doing damage overall. So I feel like that's pretty good basic startup to the build up for the Death Knight. So my spec of Death Knight was Frost, and I was building up to that moment, and then all of a sudden, since I was like about 900 or 890, I did 2 Mystegaris normal, and I was in a queue. I think I made a group in the first place, and then I promote another guy to later, and then that happened, and it was going good, but the one boss that drive me nuts. It was tell my brother, I'm like, this is the easiest boss like has ever got to offer. Whenever you got the bombs, time it correctly, go right to that big hole, and then it will explode you up, bring you back on place. But it had a little bit of a glitch issue, and that's where most people die. And then most people will mess up the mechanics of like the dark orbs and the that's not the dark orbs. I think it's the dark and yellow white lights, and it's like you gotta have a specific pattern to go through. I remember some of the boss mechanics of that, and we failed so many times. It's just because the people of itself were not doing it right. So yeah, that's what happened. So The first boss I remember, there was like a green fell boss that has 4 legs and has 2 hands or 2 arms with the horn like spike up like that. And it was an easy boss. We got through with that. I know some of the bosses, but I don't remember what their names are. But you guys know what I'm talking about if you watch over Legion videos or been playing the game through. So yeah. So basically, that was good until the moment. Oh, I had a nightmare. This was very cruciality for this one. It's been very horrendous. Okay, so what happened is we were the second to last boss. We were this close to getting Tomb Sagaris done. And we were close to going the boss, but unfortunately, I was only doing the worst DPSing I've ever done in my life. If I remember what the DPS was, I would say it's about 90k. 110 above average DPS should be about 500. Ow. And then I got kicked out because this DK was the lowest. I'm like, wait. And then that's the time where I didn't have any add-ons. That's it. No add-ons. And I still did not remember how much add-ons could impact your life of playing World of Warcraft. I did not know add-ons back then. I was still immature back in those days. Like, you guys can already tell. So then they kicked me out and oh my god. I crack a hole there. Yeah. A little bit of baby hole over there. And then my parents heard me upstairs. I was very frustrated. I was like, this is all your fault. But honestly, it was all on me because I did not have the right pieces of the gear I had. I was not even paying attention of what the primary spec was of my rotation of my class. Guys, when it comes to more DPS, you need to have weak RS, DPM, and also macros and key bindings to make it much more sufficient as possible. I can't stress that enough when it comes to you playing your first World of Warcraft game. You need to have those specific skills in order to be this good. And I did not do that back then. So you know what happened? I purposely canceled my subscription. I had it. That's what I said. You know what I said to myself? I had it. I had no more chances. I'm not doing with this baloney. I'm not going to do it. So I had to cancel it right in there. So yeah, I did cancel it, and then that was it. And then all I did just went to PTR testing, just test out the other stuff. It was nothing really on to that point since then. So I've did not return since 2018. So 2018, I came back for Azeroth. That was in December or November of 2018. Then I made a warrior, and I bring him a little bit of a character boost because I bought BFA. So I've remembered I took some pictures of that time. So let me just see and check of where I got them. So, and it's in a specific folder that I just got. Yeah, so I had pictures of me with my warrior 120. I think my DPS right there, it was much more improved than before. And because sorry I'm saying that twice, there's like no bonus sets. Like the problem of me not doing a lot of DPS is just like the bonus sets, like set 2 and set 4. But they got rid of it. Instead about that, it's Azeroth powers of the head, shoulders, and chest piece. So those were the 3 major pieces you need to have on your character to do even more DPS, and I did. And I did mythic dungeons, and my item level was about 395. Like, getting those typical type of gear, and I got one of the best weapons in the entire game. I remember that. It was huge. It was ginormous. So that did happen, and I was doing LFR, and I got into a raid I don't know what raid is it because I actually honestly forget. Because I think BFA was my least favorite out of the entire thing. Because the state of BFA was just very low. I'm not going to go further detail on it. So yeah. So I was playing BFA. We did get on to unfortunately the goblin boss. Like the outside of the raid. I'm like, whoop. We did so many attempts, but we failed. But hey, you know what? That was a good try of LFR, so we quit it. And then I thought of myself after that. I'm like, well, I guess there's something else to do. So I immediately got bored and I canceled the subscription again. That's it. Didn't say a word. Just get out there. Just nothing. Cancel my subscription. See, I just don't think World of Warcraft nowadays is just typically that impressive to bring back memories again and bring back nostalgia-ness. But that's where Tauri came into play. 2019 of February. That's where I installed Tauri. This is where you guys have been asking for since all these times. Like the support, the content, and everything. We play PTR and we test out everything. Brings back memories. I love it. That has just been there since then. 2019 was the year of private servers. And it was very, very exciting. We had Tauri installed. It was just brings so much nostalgia back. It's just been so unbelievable. It's been amazing. Like in the bottom of my heart. It's been great. It's been unbelievable. So yeah. So I tested out this warrior for high item level. And I realized they have legendary cloak fenders and trinkets. And every single mythic. No, it's not mythic. Heroic gear. They don't have mythic since later that time. So they have the entire maxed unlevel gear fenders. They have Ward Forge too. So I was testing out and I'm like, oh my god, my brother, we gotta play PTL more often. This is amazing. But after that, my interest was not very high. But now with 2020 coming to a very big, not hole, it just came with a big entrance. We've did a series of Tauri. If you guys already know this right off the bat, me and my brother were starting from scratch level 1 with no heirlooms to level 90. So since we stopped at level 30, me and my brother didn't continue forward on, but since later in April, he went to WoD with Jelsec. It's not a shaman this time, it's a priest. And he basically got himself the trinkets and stuff. He was supposed to get the Muses trinket for, if I pronounce that wrong, is that, yeah, Muses trinket. So he got that trinket, but he didn't get the black Urshura trinket as expected. But he did got a shaman, which is pretty shocking. But unfortunately, that's not the best in slot when it comes to doing high DPS for shaman. So he got the legendary cloak and WoD. I made a video of that, recording my brother getting the legendary cloak of August 2020. I did, and I did not came back to WoW of Tauri WoW since September. I was playing WoD, which you guys already know, which his name is Lohalf, which it all started with this typical type of guild that my brother got on a shaman, got the legendary cloak questline done, which is in November. This was way before he did way much more DPS than you guys thought. So my brother was invited to this guild, or found a guild, which is called Hold My Beer and Watch This Guild, which first in thought, they were very, very, very good. I mean, they were so clean. I mean, like, I could have got the legendary cloak if I wasn't too stubborn to get into Evermoon with my brother. If me and my brother were on the same page, we could have been doing this all day long without even not stop. So that could have been awesome. I know. I was stupid back then. I just didn't have a chance to do it. So in September, I was playing WoD with my guys, with my brother, Jelsec. I recorded the first ever MLP Flex run of Siege of Orgrimmar. It was phenomenal. It went very great. I love it a lot. And I made a second video of the most luckiest drops in 1 week. And that got so much feedback. It has been so popular, but to be honest, I was playing one of the, not the best typical DPS specs in the entire game, which is a fair drop. That's only for PvP. But I could have just played a bounce run instead, but thankfully this is just WoD, Wars of Darkness. This is not the real server, or the top-notch server. No, I meant Realm. Sorry about that. Top Realm server you guys are looking for. So, and then after then, I got all my flex gear, and I did. And then my brother got the legendary Cloak questline, and then he decided to call a little bit of a quit to take a break of Tauri WoW. And I think he said, well, there's nothing else to go for there, so he had to call it quits, which I did the same thing too. But then I started to realize, I'm like, Nick, what happens if you get the legendary cloak quest line done, and you get the legendary cloak, and me and my brother would take a picture of me and my character with my brother's character for a YouTube thumbnail. And then that would be the legitimately best moment of there. But now this is where it gets real. March of 2021, we decided we've missed a guild. If we want to decide to come back. So my brother found his former guild member, which is from my home idea, watch this guild, and he found him. So I'm like, dude, we should come back, because me and my brother are trying to achieve something like Nick, he wants to have done since before, which is getting the legendary cloak quest line done. So they've got the Discord link again, and we got back to theirs once again. They're very excited. And yeah, but honestly, let's just be real here. Did they honestly care a bit? Not a whole lot. That breaks my heart. Like, it hurts. Like, from the bottom of my heart, it hurts a ton. It was not right. It really hurts my soul that the people were expecting these content to happen. They know we have been very popular since then. And because of you guys were keep supporting the videos since then of World of Warcraft, and that brought popularity to the channel of the 2024, and it did. But that one typical month, that one piece of work month, which was not that good, which is April. April, I think, was half one beneath one of the most painful months I've ever suffered in 2021 so far. It was a flipping nightmare. I had to deal with hardware issues like the monitor, the graphics driver, the Windows updates. I've just been slowly, purposely doing some wonky stuff since then, because I was getting disconnection issues, which is obviously that thing over there, which is the Netgear Wi-Fi extender. I'm thinking to get a router for a reason, so I won't get disconnected. But unfortunately, we don't need a router. But if we want to get Ethernet access to our router to up here, we won't get disconnected. So that's the purpose of it. So since all the issues were just minor, so we keep going on with our adventure. We did the Heart of Fear core quest line. We completed that one, done. But unfortunately, Tauri WoW servers for everyone were shut down during the last boss. I'm like, I can't stand with this anymore. This is absolutely stupid. And that was one of the most heartbreaking moments I've ever suffered in my entire life, which is the second to most. But thankfully, we just got our group back together, and a bunch of sluggers like Danny came back, and they just quit. See, this is the reason why we quit it, because this is just the only reason why we quit it, but there will be more to that. So, But instead, thankfully, we did not give up. We continued on and we kept going and finally got that quest done. And a lot of people were very happy. It's like, yes, we finally got the quest done. And we continue our adventure. And we did. So that's good news. And that was awesome. I was very excited. That was chapter 1 done. And then we completed chapter 2. Obviously, right off the bat, that's the player versus player quests. There, you got to complete 2 battlegrounds you need to do. And then obviously, chapter 2 is done. You get, I think it's a legendary gem. It's only for for the weapons only, not for the cloak just yet. So that was done, and we're up to the stones. So, and then we just did flex 1 way through 3, but unfortunately, I do not know. This is where it gets real here. This is the one I've been talking about. I do not know where in the bloody heck this rule came from. 1 through 4? Are you telling me you're changing from flex 1 through 3 to 1 to 4? They just do it to complete it? Where's the consistency at? Like, why on earth you want to punish yourselves if you're from whatever, from Europe or something, or EU? Are you flipping crazy? You're not from Eastern Standard Time, by the way. So this is probably the worst decision I've ever heard. And all that comes down to the guild and even Carino too. Not happy about what just happened there. So we've completed 1 through 3, and then we're up to the Siege Crafter. But we didn't kill it in time, so we had to do it next time. So Saturday of, let me check. So it's somewhere right around the 10th or something like that. Wait, was that true? No, it's on a Friday, right? It's on a Friday. Okay, so on a Friday, that's where it happened. Friday 9th of April 2021. This is one of the most painful and worst decisions I've ever freaking seen, which drives my brother nuts. So what happened was, since we're killing the Siege Crafter, it was not even a guild run, by the way. See, that's where it's not consistent. I'm like, where's the attitude at? I'm like, what the hell happened to this freaking game that's just been carried from these slurpers? What the heck happened here? It's like, me and my brother have been to blame since here. We are not the guys to been blamed. It's about Carino and the guild. Those guys should be blamed. Because the consistency was not there. And we killed the Siege Crafter. We killed the Paragons. And all what happened is something very, very atrocious happened. So we're up to Garage, which you already know, which is the easiest boss we would ever kill. But unfortunately, you know what happened? One of the most goodest tanks we have ever had in the guild, which is Carino, which is a backup. And you know what happened? She left before we killed Garage. If it wasn't for her, we couldn't get it done. And this was not a guild run too. So there was a bunch of random people just came into the flex run and they ruined it. They flipping ruined the chances of me trying to get what I want. I was trying to get the 4-set bonus, but unfortunately, we did not kill Garage. And that's where so many flipping times people do not know what they were doing. It was been that painful of a process. It was not right. It was bad. It's disgusting. It's atrocious. And Yeah. My brother said I had enough. I don't know what you guys are doing. The tanks were very, very sloppy. It was not been that great. I think this is a permanent change. If this is a permanent change, me and my brother couldn't take it anymore. There's no way I'm gonna get flipping gear. This dude screwed the hell out of me because of you guys did something that should never been done. And I'm gonna say this right now. This is gonna be a rant video at the title of its first place. That's why this is the state of people of Tauri WoW. And this has got to be addressed. And me and my brother had to force to call it quits once again. But this time, it's for a purpose. Not even said a damn word. And then we just left without even saying anything. And thankfully we just did that because we can't take with these people anymore. So the state of people playing Tauri WoW are very stupid. Generation after generation, look at these slurpers, look at these idiots, look at these worst of a kind humanity is going on with these days. I will definitely believe I will say this. World of Warcraft not ruined itself. People ruined World of Warcraft. They ruined my expectations for your guys' content. I should not be blamed. These people in the game should be blamed of their shamefulness. They should. You guys love the feedback that I've been giving you comments of replying, that you guys are doing a heck of a job supporting this channel with the videos and stuff. But the people out there outside of not doing any type of replying comments to me, it hurts. That video of why we left again got 4 likes and 3 dislikes. You guys all of a sudden snapped. And that's why we are waiting until Tauri WoW Legion World of Warcraft. I'm done playing MLP, done with my whole My Beer Watch This Guild, not coming back further than notice to there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is official rant of a true story of me and my brother playing World of Warcraft and the state of people playing Tauri WoW, which absolutely drives me freaking nuts, even my brother. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, so whenever the new private server comes out for Legion Tauri WoW, we'll give it to you guys. And I do not want to see their flipping faces ever again, which is the whole My Beer Watch This Guild, which are very inconsistent. People nowadays are so stupid. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.